Alrighty, let's make sure that I'm live. Alrighty. Mute desktop audio for a moment. Oh, look. It did not update my stream information. Okay, there we go. Okay. Link is shared places. Yeah, okay. It's showing the game okay. Everything looks good. Check my settings. Input. Audio is fine, hopefully. Full screen, yes. Accessibility. Reduce cursive lettering off, that's fine. Miscellaneous. Delete data. Oops. Confirm. Yes, because I've completed the game, but I'm trying to get a good ending. So, hello, good evening. I hope you all have had a wonderful day. I've played this game through once on stream, except the second half of the game, which was on a separate week from the first half of the game, ended up getting horribly scuffed because my internet kept crashing. Or my internet kept going out, so my OBS kept crashing. It was a mess. But I got one of the bad endings. So I figure, hey, you know what? I'm going to play this again, and this time I'm going to try to get a good ending. So we'll see if I actually succeed in that. Yeah, we'll see what happens. If my audio is bad, if my mic needs to be adjusted, if my game audio needs to be adjusted, if my desktop audio for the stream needs to be adjusted, please let me know. Otherwise, come hang out, relax, chat if you want to, and let's begin. Every playthrough is different. You are allowed one checkpoint save to complete it. It self-destructs upon load. Not everything will be handed to you. Let's write a letter to Dad this time. Dear Dad. My time here has been a real learning experience. This city sucks, but it's still an upgrade. Someone I met her hooked me up with this computer job while I get myself back together. I know I fucked everything up. miss you. Love. Good. God, that song reminds me so much of some of the that intro bit while you're writing the letter. The music reminds me so much of Silent Hill music, of some of the Silent Hill soundtracks. Oh, why is my mouse sensitivity so high? Okay, hold on. Um, my mouse sensitivity needs to go down a little bit, I think. Okay, that's better. This bed, it really isn't that great. But still, you need to use every fiber in your body to resist crawling back into it. Is the game jittery for you guys? I'm gonna turn down my graphics. I don't remember it being this jittery last time I streamed it. But these graphics don't really need to be that high, so quality high will probably be fine. Still a bit jittery. It might be there was an update recently to the game that might have messed with things a little bit. Hopefully it's still watchable. Important. All data you enter is proprietary between Arkwright Inc. and the Postal Service. Some tips for efficiency. Most letters can still be delivered if the street address and zip code are clearly discernible. Capitalization is not a priority. Auto-suggest recommendations are limited to displaying up to 3 entries. If you don't see an address you're looking for appearing in the list, check for any possible typos. Additionally, the more text you enter, the more refined your results will be. If the system is flagging you to reprocess certain letters, try reformatting the address on separate lines to fit more like the following. Example: name, street address, extra info like apartment or suite number, city, state, zip code. Thank you for making Orchestra Heights your new home. This is a reminder that based on the lease you signed, your weekly rent is due every Friday. To answer your inquiry, your mailing address is 600 Salida, apartment number 454, Sahita, Texas 78376. Alright, I'm going to make note of that. Where's my notepad? Where are my notes? Discussions, friends, notes. Here we go. 600 Salida, apartment number 454, Sahita, Texas 78376. Hold on, one moment. I think my mom's dog is stuck outside. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. He was stuck outside. Okay. I sincerely hope the mic is not picking him up. Okay, this still always bothers me about this game. Like, you don't go down to get out, you go up to get out. And like, you cross like a bridge. I don't know what kind of prison they're putting us in, but it's some kind of prison. So begins a new night, heading towards the job you picked up a while back, the same day you arrived in the city. Your official title is Data Conversion Operator, a fancy name for just a warm body that types up all the junk computers still can't read. It's not remotely glamorous, and it's the night shift, but it's been fairly stable and easy. Exactly what you're looking for right now. Though, this new location really is out in the middle of nowhere. Hey Kojay, welcome to the stream! I didn't even know this is that door earlier. Previously. Hey Kote, are these, like, filing cabinet things new? I don't remember them in my last save. I know you're lurking, but, you know. Just in case you can glance over and type a little message. But, just because I know you've played this game. Because I watched you. Okay, downloading from server. Jessica Richards, 9776, Lafayette Shoal, Rockfield, Wisconsin, 53022. And it is Control T, F1. And then Control Enter to submit. I have to remind myself of the directions. Arabelle Hammonds, 2428 Sewanee Way, apartment number 938, Rugby, North Dakota, 58368. Randolph Jaffe, 1124 Pacific Street, Omaha, Nebraska. Omaha, Nebraska 68108. A few weeks ago, I was watching Gab Smulders play this game. And I was like, wow, you really don't realize how often, or how much you take for granted, like, oh, you just live in the US and you're playing a game based in the US, like a mail based game based in the US. So, like, I know all the state codes, all the, like, two-digit state abbreviation codes. But she's just like, I don't know what this is. Like, what state is this? What does this mean? So it's just like, wow, that's really something that you just take for granted. Like, as an American, with so many things based in America. But yeah, how are we addressing homelessness? Here are some answers about what we're doing. Okay, James Monroe, 731 Prospect Road Southeast. Apartment C4001, I think. Yeah, C4001. Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Okay, yeah, 71601. Mr. Huffman. 1120 Richard 10. 1120 Richard 10. Wadsworth, Nevada. 89442. Victoria, Hamburg, 1921. Is that Longo Drive? Yeah, that's Longo Drive. Longo Drive, Redmond, Washington, 98052. Alright, nothing. Mr. Bigelow, 213 Darlington, Portland, Oregon, 97204. Chronophobia is the fear of time, typically experienced as a fear of the future or a fear of growing old. It is a type of anxiety disorder characterized by an irrational and persistent fear of the passage of time. People with chronophobia may have a constant sense of urgency, feeling like they need to rush through tasks or make decisions quickly in order to avoid wasting time. They may also experience physical symptoms such as sweating, increased heart rate, and difficulty breathing when confronted with situations that remind them of the passage of time. Okay, 33027 Deerclaw Street? Deerclaw Street, Colorado Springs, Colorado 80906. Aw, look at the stars. From Taru to Grandma. Her house is blue. Anything here that I can make out? Envelope 194. Version 1, 2021. Nope. Okay. Julietta Smith, 8987 Fola, 73537. Where is that? El Dorado, Oklahoma, apparently. Remember those two lovebirds I had? One of them abruptly died recently. I found the remaining bird trying to nudge the other that lied there to get back up for a while. Took me a day or so to work up the nerve to finally remove the body from the cage. Poor little feller. Hope your trip is going well. Atlee. Remember those two lovebirds I had? One of them abruptly died recently. I found the remaining bird trying to nudge the other that lied there to get back up for a while. Took me a day or so to work up the nerve to finally remove the body from the cage. Poor little feller. Hope your trip is going well. Atlee. Okay, 4355 Custer. Rampart, Alaska, 99767. It's... Ooh, that's a pretty mountain view. Okay, it's been a while. I hope you're doing well. I had to get out of there. Give me a call, okay? Then a squiggle. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. I had to get out of there. Give me a call, okay? Okay, latest 23098 Ptah Road, unnamed city. Latest 23098 Ptah Road, unnamed city. Okay. Wenda Morales. Is that a 7? Yeah, that's a 7. 785 Crownville. Bags, Wyoming, 82321. 785 Brownville, Bags, Wyoming, 82321. Oops. Yeah, okay. That looks good. Okay, not that one. Government of Blacked Out, Ministry of Home Affairs. Okay, 8825 Shelling, Missoula, Montana, 59807. Missoula, Montana, 59807. (999) L Street, Loop City, Nebraska. 68853. Sounds good to me. Some of these letters have like the weirdest imprint on them. I don't know what that's supposed to be from, but it always has me a little concerned. Silver Lake, Iowa 50549. IA is Iowa, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure IA is Iowa. Mr. Bone. That is a fascinating last name. 1237 Gwyn, U.S. Purchasing Exchange, California 91612. Okay, I guess it's just U.S. Purchasing Exchange, California 91612. R. Williams became the first person known to be killed by a robot when a factory robot's arm struck him in the head. Okay, current day's queue finished, allotted work hours completed. Making sure everything is still all fine and dandy here. And it is. The workday over, you shield your eyes briefly as you glance outside the subway window towards the rising sun. The train is now active and bustling with people, calmly meditating in the morning collective idle state, going to and about their jobs. This city was the first time you rode in a big subway. It was quietly exciting to be in such a large, moving contraption with total strangers. You've become accustomed to it now, but still, a thought encroaches. Thinking about getting used to being in that isolated room and how you're never going to. There's a locked door right here you can't open. When you moved in, you were told to enter the fire escape once upon a time. It seems to be sealed off on the other side. Still, it didn't stop you from trying to turn the handle, even after hearing the story. Not much of a view here. Just the wall of the other building and the greasy reflected light from street signs seeping in. You're here to help make Okrai a reality through a process called supervised learning. Here's how it works. Okrai will always attempt to process the mail first before you see it, and when it comes across information it can't read or understand, that's where you'll step in and respond to what it wants to have corrected. If Okrai still isn't able to understand what you typed in, or has reason to believe an error was made, it may flag letters for reprocessing by you. We look forward to seeing how Okrai will develop further. With your help, we'll be able to give the Postal Service a chance to catch up on intense demands, and maybe take a break. That's so cute. I can't. Every time I see this little drawing, I can't get over how cute it is. I saw a shadow move, but that's fine. That was a scream. It was about a month ago when you started this odd little job. Very basic work, just manually typing in whatever the automated optical character recognition software failed to scan. Usually it consists of mail that never got somewhere, because someone had the handwriting skills of a fish. Mail that has traveled from place to place endlessly, unsure where it is even going anymore. No place to call home, not without intervention. They say it's automated, but the system really makes some weird choices about what it wants translated sometimes. Not terribly surprising, the company's software situation doesn't appear very modern by any means. Okay. Alright, time for day 2. That actually kind of scared me. I was not expecting that at all. Okay, the House on the Rock, built and designed by Alex Jordan of Madison, Wisconsin. This architectural marvel was built in the 1940s, perched high on a 60-foot chimney of rock. The 14-room house is sculptured atop Deer Shelter Rock. A 375-foot ramp through treetops takes visitors to the entrance of the house. Finally, fucking made it. There's 3 exclamation marks. Stormy Mandugiano, 2127 Toppenish, Sahita, Texas, 78376. Hey, that's where I live. I live in Sahita. Oh, the screen's breathing. Sahita, Texas, 78376. Please don't tell anyone I sent you this. Please don't tell anyone I sent you this. Don't tell anyone I sent you this. Don't tell anyone I sent you this. Please, please, please. Hello. How are you doing? Are you okay? Are you okay? How are you doing? How are you doing? I need to know if you're okay. I need to know if you're okay. With a letter like that. 6445 Edgewater, Sandgate, Vermont, 05250. Stormy Manduhano, 2127 Toppenish, Sahita, Texas, 78376. Okay, same person. Again, in my... Oh, again. Stormy Manduhano. They are a popular person, huh? 2127 Toppenish, Sahita, Texas, 78376. Stormy Manduhano. This person is not sure that they want to be mailing Stormy Manduhano. I wonder how you would even code a game like this. With just the randomization of names and letters and addresses and everything. Stormy Manuhano again. 2127 Toppenish. Sahita, Texas 78376. Again? Yep. Stormy Manuhano. 2127 Toppenish. Sahita, Texas 78376. Don't be Stormy Manuhano again. Okay. Hello from Ohio. Okay. Premier Talent Co. 3309 Lucas Street, Los Angeles, California 90048. Oh. I am not able to transcribe that. Okay, Stormy Manduhano went missing. Okay. 2127 Toppenish. Sahita, Texas 78376. 78376. Non habes more ut phantasma fiat. Chief Executive Manager 2-031 North Skyline Road, Cochise, Arizona 85606. Oops. Why choose Stormy Manduhano? Why choose Stormy Manduhano? 2127 Toppenish. Sahita, Texas 78376. Sahita, Texas 78376. Please read this, Sarah. Don't throw it away. Whatever they tell you, I need you to know that's not me. Can you see it? 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 Raymond. Okay. Raymond and Sarah Kemper. 1469 Palmdale. Raymond, New Hampshire 03. Wouldn't you love to live somewhere with the same name as you, so you would just not have to remember the name of your town ever? Just be like, oh, I'm Raymond and I live in Raymond. Ooh. Please do not deliver from this address. A lover's pet? Oh. Huh. Huh. That is the exact same address. From like, from sender to sendee? Delivery? Delivery. From sender to delivery. See, like, it's... What are some of these marks? Especially this one with the Stormy Manduhano. Is this blood? Is this just an ink stain? Is it water damage? What is this? Who is Stormy Manduhano? Who is Stormy Manduhano? Who is anyone? Who am I? Who am I? 78376. I mean, I don't even... Does anyone, like, is that ever revealed in the game? Like, who you are? Why you left where you used to live? And why you moved where you are now? Like, I want to look up, like, a deep dive. Has anyone done a deep... Are there, like, any video essays or deep dives? Or even any dives at all on this game? Because I want to know more of the story. I wonder if I get the good ending, if it'll explain more. Oh, this one's hard to read. Okay. An update on the lovebirds. After I removed the dead one from the cage, the song from the remaining partner changed. Kinda became more louder and stressed. Sometimes I swear it almost felt like that little bird was just trying, thank you, Power, trying to yell its little heart out to the world. Anyways, don't be a stranger. Haven't heard from you in a while. Adley. An update on the lovebirds. After I removed the dead one from the cage, the song from the remaining partner changed. Kinda became more louder and stressed. Sometimes I swear it almost felt like that little bird was just trying to yell its little heart out to the world. Anyways, don't be a stranger. Haven't heard from you in a while. This town reminded me of you. I've never heard of it. Hope you like it. This town reminded me of you. I've never heard of it. Hope you like it. Stormy Manduhano wasn't able to break free. 2127 Toppenish, Sahita, Texas 78376. Oh, my computer screen is reading again. I think it just stopped. A very loud thunder. I thought it was the storm. I raised my arms in front of me. I had to touch my face. I thought I didn't have it anymore. It's said the air displacement was double the intensity. Please turn my power back on. Was double the intensity generated by the dropping of an atomic bomb, as half of the victims found outdoors were dismembered and pulverized, with very little of them remained to be found. What air displacement? Was this from like a dam breaking? That looks like it's a dam. interesting. Outsider. Orchestra. Heights. 600 Salida. Apartment number 454. Sahida, Texas 78376. Wait, is that? Yeah, that's my address. Oops, that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted to do that. She lived there angry. She died there angry. Okay, to data conversion operator. Okay, 600. Wait, hold on. Oops. Yeah, I was lazy. I didn't want to type out my address, so I just copied and pasted it. People will come for miles to watch you burn. Ooh, I hope I can keep them toasty warm. Oh, current day's queue finished. Yeah, I guess these filing cabinets always... I guess I can go back and watch my streams on YouTube and see if they were there originally. As you do the math, it's becoming clear you're coming up short on rent again. This is already after several late due payments. The job's pay is per item typed up, so you contacted your manager asking for more mail to process. Doing some overtime tomorrow, even in that small room, should be fine. Ooh, to data conversion operator. Data conversion operator. If you're reading this, you figured out the first step. Be warned, the outsourcing company you're working for is a farce. If you want to know more, register your interest by inserting this letter's empty envelope through the mail slot at the 4400 building on Dorchester Avenue. You look up the address and recognize this building as one you pass by every day close to work. This scrap of paper was included in the weird-looking envelope. Something season timing is preferred but not always reliable. Redacted to collect anguish is a source of raw singed material. It has been observed that the client will not engage with the contract until a viable amount of anguish is present in a subject for it to hook into. Important, do not negotiate with the client under any circumstances. Once the connection has been made, it must be maintained blank, redacted, for the contract to be successfully closed. Otherwise, the client can still be rejected from host. Fortunately, the client has proved effective at increasing output redacted the material. Page 12 of redacted. Good. Thank you for joining in the effort to better improve our automation systems. The Postal Service's commitment to manually processing and resolving undeliverable mail is greatly admirable, but keeping up has been impossible. Did you know? Hey, Siege! Did you know the Postal Service processes 200 billion letters a year? 90 million of those letters are tragically undeliverable due to address errors, typos, or bad handwriting. I actually used to be like an administrative assistant, and we were in a building that had like formerly had lots of other companies and such in it, And like these places hadn't been in this building for at least 5 years, and we were still getting mail for them. So I would go out to the mailbox, I'd bring in the mail, and I'd have to sort through all the letters that weren't for us, and I'd have to return to sender every single one manually because we didn't have any stamps or anything, and it was just a pain. And eventually, then I got a new supervisor, and the new supervisor was just like, just toss them in recycling, toss them in trash, because it was just like stuff asking for donations, stuff offering whatever. It was just junk. But yeah, I might have contributed to that, but I have also experienced like, yeah, people just don't check their addresses, they don't keep their systems up to date, so then you get a lot of return to sender, a lot of incorrect addresses, a lot of no longer at address. We even still get mail from my grandfather, and he died 7 years ago? 7.5? And we still get mail for him. We're here to help push the Postal Service forward by dramatically improving its optical character recognition, OCR, forward with our comprehensive neural network system, OCRI. And with the remote encoding center merging into the mail recovery center, you're the first line of defense in helping mail find its proper home. Official notice. Notice, any employees discovered deliberately abusing the system for their personal interests will be terminated immediately. This includes the entering of invalid, incorrect, or fraudulent addresses. If discovered, such acts will result in immediate termination and legal... I forgot to read that last word. We've also had reports of attempted malware. Please report any software tampering to your manager ASAP. Outsider, Orchestra Heights. It's addressed to your apartment in particular. Opening the letter reveals nothing inside other than an odd smell. A smell of that like a mineral, or iron, smoke, and chalk. Who sent this remains unclear. It's probably best not to hang on to it. Alright, is that all my mail for the day? I'm burning some incense. My apartment must reek. Or I'm trying to zen out because my job is driving me bonkers and making me feel like I'm insane. Could be that as well. Drawing still there? Did you guys see that as I turned the corner? There was something there. Oh, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. Oh, it's so dark. Get me out of here. I just want to go to work. You've been wondering about work and where exactly is everyone else. They've been moving everyone around lately. You ended up at this weird warehouse location. As if this is some sort of practical joke, initiation rite, or a mistake. Despite asking about it several times, your manager warmly confirms it's all correct. A temporary solution. I'm not going back, Siege. It's too late. A temporary solution while they are relocating the main office. They had to get a bit creative. It's a pity. The old office was rather nice. At any rate, the solitude has been good for going through your thoughts at least. Okay. Was it this one? Yeah, 4,400. You approach the building mentioned in the letter delivered to you. There's no identifying signs to what it's for anywhere. Insert the envelope into the slot. You lift the mail slot and insert the envelope, taking a moment to try and peek through and catch a glimpse of anyone. You only see the empty hallway of a rundown office building, nothing special about it. Did I see something back here? Okay, just that light flickering weirdly. Making me think I see things. No. My pens are gone. There were pens on this filing cabinet, and they're gone. People need to stop taking my shit. I hate it. Alright, day 3. It pains me to write this, but I imagined your death every... Excuse me, day 4 years. I thought if every day I imagined you dying, how it would occur, it would somehow make it hurt less when it finally came. But it didn't. Part of me wishes I had just spent that energy supporting you better. Rest in peace, my love. Pains me to write this, but I imagined your death every day for years. I thought if every day I imagined you dying, how it would occur, it would somehow make it hurt less when it finally came, but it didn't. Part of me wishes I had just spent that energy supporting you better. Rest in peace, my love. Oh! Ah! Ooh, that scared me. Okay. I mean, it didn't scare me. It kind of looks like teeth, and I have a thing about teeth. A thing that's anti-teeth. It's not a fetish. It's like an anti-fetish. What's the opposite of a fetish? It's not a phobia. It's not a phobia, but it is an anti-fetish of teeth. A thing. Yeah, it's because of all my dental mouth trauma. You know what I'm talking about, Siege. Hello from Yermo. This place took Kitsch hostage. A phobia, fetish phobia thing? Okay. Okay. This place took Kitsch hostage and then fell in love with it and their Bonnie and Clyding common sense. Hello from Yarmo. This place took Kitsch hostage and then fell in love with it and their Bonnie and Clyding common sense. Oh. Linda Perry, 611 South Pioneer Avenue. She's been dead for 5 years. Leave us alone. Please do not deliver it. Is someone doing like psychological warfare on this guy? That they're like printing his dead wife's name and their address on an envelope as being the sender and sending it to him? Oh my goodness. She's been dead for 5 years. 5 years. Leave us alone. She's been dead for 5 years. Leavenworth, Indiana. Oh, that made me giggle. That made me laugh. Okay. Reese's ashes were found among the remains of a chair in which she had sat. Despite being a landmark spontaneous human combustion case in which every possible tool of modern scientific investigation was used, the incident remains unsolved. Dr. Wilton M. Krogman, a physical anthropologist, was reported on giving up trying to understand what had happened. Were I living in the Middle Ages, I'd mutter something about black magic. Reese's ashes were found among the remains of a chair in which she had sat. Despite being a landmark spontaneous human combustion case in which every possible tool of modern scientific investigation was used, the incident remains unsolved. Dr. Wilton M. Krogman, a physical anthropologist, was reported on giving up trying to understand what had happened. Were I living in the Middle Ages, I'd mutter something about black magic. (9139) Richland, Ellsworth, Kansas 67439. Ellsworth. Oh, my screen's breathing again. This is making it very hard to see. Okay, it's down. Sharon Gentry down the street from the drugstore. Go home. I would if I didn't need to work. No. Do you feel safe? No, I do not. Nothing vast enters our life of mortals without a curse. No souls without peace. I'm glad that stuff like that tends to not change. Like, some of the stuff changes, but not all of it. Do you feel safe? Nope. Especially not when that happens. Oh, what happened? What happened to this? What happened to this piece of mail? Why does it? What happened? Did it just get scanned weirdly? I guess it just got scanned weirdly because it's all folded and crumpled up. But like, I don't know. Big savings. 2934 Market Street, San Francisco, California 94150. Oh. Call into the void. Okay. I'm going to share something very, very embarrassing. So, the first time I played this game, I came across this last name in this handwriting, and I was like, Ibervin? is this some like weird Eastern European name? And then I was watching my friend Kote play, and he's like, it's O'Brien. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. It's O'Brien. It's not Ibervin. I can normally read handwriting pretty well because, like, I grew up with a few friends who had really, really, really bad handwriting. And family members too. But I just like, Ibervin? What's that? And Kote saw it when on his playthrough, and he was immediately like, oh yeah, that's O'Brien. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. Wayne O'Brien, 11401, Ravens Corner Road, Cordova, Maryland, 21625. Ugh. I'm so stupid sometimes. Sometimes I'm really smart. Other times I'm really, really fucking stupid. Thornton Jones, a lawyer in Bangor, Wales, woke up to find that he had his throat slit. I don't know why that was so hard for me to process. Motioning for a paper and pencil, he wrote, I dreamt that I had done it. I awoke to find it true and died 80 minutes later. He had done it himself while unconscious. An inquest at Bangor delivered a verdict of suicide while temporarily insane. Thornton Jones, a lawyer in Bangor, Wales, woke up to find that he had his throat slit. Motioning for a paper and pencil, he wrote, I dreamt that I had done it. I awoke to find it true, and died 80 minutes later. He had done it himself while unconscious. An inquest at Bangor delivered a verdict of suicide while temporarily insane. Oh. Who... Ooh. Ooh. Who is watching? Ooh, that was a scream. (8149) Bloomington, Carlsbad, New Mexico 88221. 8149 Bloomington, Carlsbad, New Mexico 88221. Someone sent this through the shredder, pulled it out of the shredder, put it back together, and then mailed it? That is some dedication. That is some dedication. Wow. The shadows. They walk where we walk. They stand where we stand. They bleed where we bleed. to data conversion operator. 600 Salida, apartment 454, Sahita, Texas 78376. Ooh! Okay. Edward II of England was rumored to have been murdered after being deposed and imprisoned by his wife Isabella and her lover Roger Mortimer by having a horn pushed into his anus through which a red hot iron was inserted, burning out his internal organs without marking his body. Edward II of England was rumored to have been murdered after being deposed and imprisoned by his wife Isabella and her lover Roger Mortimer by having a horn pushed into his anus through which a red-hot iron was inserted, burning out his internal organs without marking his body. Ooh! Oh, teeth! Oh! The damn teeth! Okay. Decided to stop in Aurora. I got a shitty tattoo. It's a real dumb one. Dumb one. I'm sorry it's like this. Didn't want to bring up any bad memories with these. I still wanted to know you without it being weird. Was that teeth that just jump scared me again? Teeth? Teeth? Decided to stop in Aurora. I got a shitty tattoo. It's a real dumb one. I'm sorry it's like this. Didn't want to bring up any bad memories with these. I still wanted to know you without it being weird. Okay, that's intestines at least, I'm pretty sure, not just teeth. I can feel my skin crawling. My eyelids shiver and fold back. The tendons on my eyes are shearing. I take a moment to recognize this ecstasy, but am simultaneously afraid doing so will disrupt its beauty. As my bones snap, I both fear and hope I may never feel this good again. I can feel my skin crawling, my eyelids shiver and fold back. The tendons on my eyes, I completely missed a word there. Eyes are shearing. I take a moment to recognize this ecstasy, but am simultaneously afraid doing so will disrupt its beauty. As my bones snap, I both fear and hope I may never feel this good again. You. Okay. Time to get angry. E, D, C, V, B, N, Y, H, N, Y, G, V, R, G, N. Okay. I think I did it properly this time. E, D, C, V, B, N, H, N, Y, G, V, R, G, N. Hello? Okay, goodbye. Something about this work building feels like a tomb slowly sinking deep into the earth. Even the electricity is now struggling to reach it anymore, it seems. It's bad enough the item queue is throttled, but you didn't even get to finish it today. Realization washes over that your jaw is hurting from gritting your teeth. You try and relax it while the new projections to make rent swim through your brain. You take a deep breath and stare out the window at the rising sun again, while trying to rub the tension out of those hands. Dear Dad, my eyes feel like they're going to... my fingers ache as I write this. Something is seriously off about this temp job. I'm going to start looking for a new place to work. I'm in a city surrounded by people and I've never felt more isolated. I want to come home. I'm sorry it's turned out like this. Yeah, I'll send it. I can cry to my dad. I can cry to my dad in game like I do IRL. Oh, my vision is spotty. This is great fun. To data conversion operator. Data conversion operator. The company you work for I cannot speak tonight, which is great because I'm streaming. The company you work for are in the business of curses and boons. Every boon granted requires the binder to offer up an exchange to receive the curse. Whether you realize it or not, you are to be that binder, receiving the curse for someone else's boon. You're in huge danger, but if you want to do something about it, we can help. Drop off this envelope again into the same mail slot of the building before, and we will tell you what you need to do. It's possible your manager might be catching on. Don't trust them. Future letters will no longer be addressed to you, but a fake address. Look instead for this symbol stamped on the envelope. The scrap of paper was included in the weird-looking envelope. Okay. It looks like a safe vault. Okay. Hopefully I remember that. This was alongside the scrap of paper. Markings on the host's skin shaped like a redacted, observed to successfully confirm the client has established contact. Markings similar redacted indicate redacted, becoming completely situated. When redacted been successful, ties with the targeted hosts are broken, and client is generally left free to do as they please as long as it stays within the agreement of the contract regarding timing of boon delivery. Redacted. Page 17 of redacted. Oh, the drawing's gone. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Your manager emailed you earlier apologizing for the technical issues. You were compensated slightly for your missed queue, but it still wasn't as much as you would have made had you just done a regular day. Apparently the issue has been solved and shouldn't happen again. You'll be moving into the new location within the next week or so anyways, they say. The time frame keeps changing. Really though, why don't they just have us do this remotely from home? It's getting ridiculous, so you reach out to an old coworker that moved on to a different data entry job to see if they're hiring. In the meantime, just try and get through this mess and pay the rent. You approach the building mentioned in the letter once again. It looks the same as before, no lights on, no identifying traits about it. Insert the envelope into the mail slot. You lift the mail slot and insert the envelope, taking a moment to try and peek through and catch a glimpse of anyone. You only see the empty hallway of a rundown office building, nothing special about it. Ooh, if these spots in my vision could go away, that would be great. Oh, this hallway feels darker than yesterday. Oh, there's a piece of paper here. It looks like a piece of some sort of document lying on the ground. Looks like a piece of some sort of document lying on the ground. Page 32 of 64, target number 303. Required maintenance advisories for 40 plus hours of exposure. Reduce communications. Begin observing for signals of successful something something something, any signals to advisement something. Let it go. I'm pretty sure that's what this one says. Let it go. Yeah. Nobody ever found Stormy Mandujano's body. 2127 Toppenish, Sahita, Texas 78376. 78376. Okay, good to see that Stormy Mandujano's getting mail again. Chris Wacht, 8867 Nitzer Avenue Northeast, Seattle, Washington. Whew! 96125? No. 98125? Yeah, 98125. Is it worth the cost? I mean, Oklahoma Public Schools Foundation, I feel like funding public education is absolutely worth the cost. Let's be honest. Is it worth the cost? Oh yeah, that's the MonsterCon postcard. Yo. MonsterCon is going alright. I'm bored. Here's a postcard. Honestly, if you're bored of MonsterCon, you are not good enough. I'm sorry. Uh, 6599 Garner's Ferry Road, Columbia, South Carolina. 29209. 6599 Garner's Ferry Road. What the fuck is that? Something experimental, something and their deaths were not due to radiation poisoning. While trying to bring the reactor online, a rod was pulled further out than intended. The reactor instantly went critical, which, as a result, flash boiled the water surrounding it. The force of the expanding steam lifted the entire reactor into the air. While airborne, the radioactive steam escaped, spraying the entire room. The steam was so hot, one person died instantly from severe burns and left all the deceased operators' bodies so radioactive, thank you for the note, whatever is haunting me, that they were buried in lead coffins. The reactor instantly went critical, which, as a result, flash boiled the water surrounding it. The force of the expanding steam lifted the entire reactor into the air. While airborne, the radioactive steam escaped, spraying the entire room. The steam was so hot, one person died instantly from severe burns, and left all the deceased operators' bodies so radioactive that they were buried in lead coffins. I guess that's the measurement of the rod that was pulled out further than intended. Nothing vast enters our life of mortals without a curse. Sorry, nothing vast enters our life of mortals without a curse. I've no future. Oh, I hate when my screen flickers. Fine. That's a new one. Okay. 8057 Meservi. What? Thanks. Apartment 434. Dresden, North Dakota, 58249. Okay, dead. Next week, dead. Next week. Yeah, I think I got that right. 9334 Belknap Road, Glenbrook, Nevada 8941. 9334 Belknap Road, Glenbrook, Nevada 89413. God, okay. 3 EWER SDF XCVSXSDF VXCB 6YHN 678 IK left arrow YUIHJK B and M left arrow right arrow. Okay, that's fine. I got that. Hey, whoops, caps. Hey, it's been 6 years. I am tired of endlessly going through this shit with you. It's done. I can't work out that cursive. Mrs. Pelletier 8978 Carval, Bend, Oregon 97701. Pineapple! Hello from the Bahamas. I have sunblock in my eyes and it stings. Also, realize I greatly dislike sun and sand. And relaxing. Sending some your way and away from me. This M person travels a lot. Fuck you, little shit. I'm going to kill you for what you did. Fuck you, you little shit. I'm going to kill you for what you did. What did I do? What did this person do? 9356 Cole Avenue Southeast. Oh, I've not been looking for the sign. Number C2903. New Philadelphia, Ohio 44663. I'm sure I'll notice the sign when it pops up. Ellen Frutel 3003 Lincoln Street, Thurmont, Maryland 21788. L-E Let it rot. Vivian Duggan, 190 Laurel Avenue, Suite 608, Kent, Washington 98030. Flickers of dark something crawling, lurking, standing here. Marsh Wolfman condition, more commonly known as stiff person syndrome, is a rare neurological disorder characterized by progressive rigidity, stiffness, and spasms in the limbs of the body, often resulting in deformities. Spasms sometimes occur in response to environmental stimuli such as voluntary or passive movements and unexpected auditory stimulation. Is there someone in the room with me? Changes in emotion on the left side of my screen, to the left of my screen. Changes in emotion or stress can also be regular contributors. I know I fucked everything up. Okay, hold on. I've got a spammer, whatever. They're banned. Okay. Okay, back to the game. This isn't going to work. You stew in your thoughts with a glazed, broken stare out the window. Maybe if you skip eating for the rest of the week, you could be able to still make late rent. You've been thinking a lot about going back home lately. You could try and just make it all pan out. Living there for the rest of your life. Probably never seeing anything new. You probably could even afford a house in your lifetime if you moved back. Is it better to put up with the problems one already knows well, or to venture out and constantly stumble into new ones? That is a thought to think, huh? That's something to consider. You feel a tinge in the back of your skull, a fear that this has been your one and only shot, that you wouldn't be strong enough to make another effort to move. But you shove the thought deep down inside and swallow it, while seeing if you can still make this work. You feel strangely compelled to keep checking this door. Maybe just to make sure it's truly closed. Hopefully I didn't miss any letter with that symbol on it. Yeah, I've got time for one more day. Oh. Oh, this hurts my eyes. It's so bright. Oh. I hate when it's foggy like this. I wonder if you can actually die to anything in this game. You emailed earlier asking about being able to work from home, especially after the power issues. The manager responded, saying that the operating system the software runs on is unique to the company. Something that was custom made a long time ago, and only few people know how to really maintain it. but it still works well. They didn't say it directly, but you got the impression they like it this way. So people can't fool around on the internet or play solitaire when they should be working. The cell phone signal in all the buildings you've been in is surprisingly bad too. The manager calmly assures you though that the issue has been addressed and not to worry. Whatever, you just need to keep rent paid while you find something better. Part of you moved to the city to meet new people and experience new things. Not to be stuck inside this little pitiful room in some factory alone and taking orders from a box. Yeah, they keep taking away stuff in my office. They hate me. They're taking away my shit. I'm getting close to hell now. I'm getting close to hell now. You can't hold on forever. You can't hold on forever. Hello, wish you were here. Being stranded in the middle of nowhere, all it does is make us miss you more. Makes us miss you both more. We have to wait a couple more days before the car is fixed. Until then, just killing time with postcards. XO, XO, Hanako, and Una. Sent to Jonas and AJ at 3962 Mellon Street, Portland, Oregon 97232. What? It has to stop? No. That's not the address. Jonas and AJ. Jonas and AJ. Two 444 Raymore, Suite 235, Prices, Branch, Missouri 63363. Oh, I'm so paranoid I'm going to miss that symbol now. Cheryl Harwell, 6040 Connell, apartment number 437, Sandra, Wyoming 82501. So I ended up buying a new lovebird to keep the lonely one company. I don't really know how mating for live bird relationships exactly work, but it seemed to get better. Though, every once in a while, it still has to yell out its old song. Grief is so strange. So strange. Feel free to give me a call anytime. Adley. So I ended up buying a new lovebird to keep the lonely one company. I don't really know how mating for life-bird relationships exactly work, but it seemed to get better. Though once in a while, it still has to yell out its old song. Grief is so strange. Feel free to give me a call anytime. Oh. Found that letter. Yeah. Under Neon Loneliness, FJ 1646, Batavia, Petros, Georgia 30474, I think. Yep, 37474. Wait, that's my bedroom, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's looking into my apartment. Oh. Ushuaia, Ciudad del Fin del Mundo. Hello from one of the most southern cities in the world. Tomorrow I get on a boat to Antarctica. I will see whales and chase penguins and probably get seasick. I hope the deal is going well. The coffee and men are quite good in Argentina. Oh, next stop, Penguin Post Office. Love, M. Hello from one of the most southern cities in the world. Tomorrow I get on a boat to Antarctica. I will see whales and chase penguins and probably get seasick. I hope the deal is going well. The coffee and men are quite good in Argentina. Next stop, Penguin Post Office. Ooh, 6TF, 7UK. Nope. 6TF, 7UK. TYUJMHB. Again with a power outage. Jane. Oh my goodness. Jane Lauer. 1468 Kilduff Hill. Is it Kilduff or Kilduff? Kilduff. Suite 166. Landis, Arkansas. 72650. Oops. She's been dead for 5 years. Stop. Jake 2, David in the red barn down the street. Cherry Boatwright, 8722 Emmett Highway, New Haven, Connecticut 06518. Kristen Vines 2610 Kennerdell, Bandana, Kentucky 42022. Oh. Oh. The Sin Eater consumes redacted in order to spiritually take on the sins of a deceased person. They are believed to absorb the sins of the individual. There's someone here with me. Abhorred by villagers as a thing unclean, the Sin Eater cuts off from all social intercourse and lives in a remote place alone. Those who chance to meet a Sin Eater avoided them as they would a leper. The future is burning. I'm sorry. Does that say thick father? I'm pretty sure that says thick father. 9616 Love Lady. Thick father at Love Lady. Apartment number 803. Gilbert, Arizona 85297. Okay, that's my office. That's my desk. Is that a... what is that? Donald Oliver, 4365 East. East 2250. East 2250 Street. Kewanee, Illinois. 61493. Six 14443. This isn't going to work. Laurel Buck 594. That's an unpleasant noise. Oh, my ears. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's see. Can I make it around the edge? Oh. Almost. Des Moines Port, Orlando, Florida, 32885. Okay, workday complete. Sitting on the subway, and you can feel it. Moving them back and forth. Your fingers creaking loudly. Alright, and I'm tempted to keep going because I think we're pretty close to the end of the game. But I have to be up early in the morning to get to work, and I probably have to work overtime tomorrow. So I need to be well rested. So I'm going to save and quit, because I have not made any progress after starting the day. Alrighty. Yeah, I know, Siege. But, yeah. I have to go into the office early tomorrow, and then I have gym, and then I probably have to work overtime. And, plus I worked out. I worked out hard yesterday. I worked out pretty rigorously today. So I'm tired. I'm ready for bed. I'm also a little hungry, so I might eat, like, some cheese or something. Yeah, Jim. I will get big. I will get swole. I will also lose this fat that I've been hanging on to for the past, like, 5 years. Alright. Plugging. I have a YouTube channel called... I'm pretty sure it's Tyler Later Games. Let me double check that really quickly. Let me double check that before I tell you. The YouTube channel is... switch account. The YouTube channel is, yes, it is Go Tyler Later Games. Go Tyler Later spelled exactly like this. Go Tyler Later space games, so 2 words. I try to upload to that I try to upload the VODs the same week that the stream happens. Sometimes it's delayed a week or 2, just depending on the amount of time I have, and just how my internet is doing too, because I have to download it off of Twitch, and then I have to upload it onto YouTube. So the YouTube is Go Tyler Later Games, spelled exactly the same way as here. And then the Instagram, which I need to actually start posting to again. The Instagram is Goaty Games, Goati Games on Instagram. All of this is linked in my, or should be linked in my channel information. So it should be linked here on my channel information on Twitch, but I did want to mention it because sometimes people don't look. Anyways, I hope that you all have a wonderful night, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!